What's going on? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. So let's talk about this situation with Tamar Braxton. Let's talk about Get Your Life, Tamar Braxton, Season 1, Episode 3, baby. It went down, so I guess we got some answers to some questions that were out here in these streets. Why hasn't Tamar's sisters, why haven't her family spoke up? It's because they are not connected. They are not cool, and they don't really see each other or talk to each other off of camera. I was like, damn, the Braxtons are doing it like that, like whoa. And then on top of that, Tamar's family does not want to come to David's birthday party. They don't want to come to her house for Thanksgiving, point blank, period. So somebody's the problem. Some is the issue. Something is going on with this situation where her sisters don't want to be bothered. I was like, damn. Then Tamar says they ain't even coming to my house for Thanksgiving. I don't know if that's actually factual in the case, or Tamar didn't want her family to be on the show anyway, because it seems like Tamar doesn't want to do the show, point blank, period, at all. It seems like she got a problem with the situation, because Tamar went and got her lawyers, baby. She went and got the lawyers to come through and kick out the crew. They look baffled and confused that Tamar got the lawyers to do what she needed them to do, and she got a doctor to write a prescription saying that she needs to be away from these suckers. Like, she don't need the crew around. I was like, Lord have mercy. What is going on with this situation? So Tamar has a whole lot of situations going on, and it ain't funny at all, point blank, period. For real, for real. David's calling people witches. His family don't want to be bothered with Tamar if she's dealing with dream work lady Goldie. She's out here crying and everything else like that. That is a sad situation, for real, for real. I was like, what's really going on? Goldie, you should have walked out the door. You should have been gone, baby. It seems like Tamar ain't got time for nothing. And it also seems like Miss Mona Scott is feeling a certain type of way. She had to come down to Tamar's house and let her know what's going on. Like, what's good? You ain't giving us what we need. It seems like to be distraction. It seems like somebody's interfering. It seems like everybody's picking in your situation. The problem ain't you. The problem is everybody else. So let's get this shit together. What's up, Norris, Tony? What's going on? So I was just like, what? So it is what it is. And they didn't say the name, but Tamar and, Mona Scott was talking about David, because that's the only problem. That's the only situation. That's the only thing that's occurring. That's a problem, other than Tamar procrastinating and not recording with the people that want to record music with her. And also, every time her and Goldie try to get together and do some work, something happens. She feels uncomfortable. She got to take care of her son Logan. But also, David has a point too as well. He said, how much do you want fame? Do you want to sacrifice your family? Do you want to sacrifice your son? Because I seen it in Africa. I seen the sacrifice with goats. I seen it. I know voodoo when I see it, baby. Hey, what's up, Ralph? I was like, Lord have mercy. Well, it's a good thing they broke up. They ain't together. But you guys know that David's already out here in these streets, baby. This is David's, new little thing. He got a new little thing. Quick, fast, in a hurry. So the blogs are reporting that David's out on a yacht. He's chilling with this new lady. He got a new relationship, or he got somebody that he's in a bed with, or somebody he's dating. And he's still a Christian, right? But yet he believes in fornicating. He believes in cohabitating without being married. His family believes in that too as well. So how much of a Christian is everybody? Are you half Christian, or you're not? Or you're Christian? What's the situation? What's up, Libra? What's going on? I was like, Lord have mercy. So David's already got him a piece out here in these streets. He don't move on fast, quick, in a hurry. But he still want his $30,000 from Tamar for vandalizing his 2013 Rolls Royce. So it is what it is with that situation. I was like, I I was like, what is like, and you so much is going on with Tamar that, you know, the filming is kind of shitty. You can tell like they're not filming consistently too as well. Nothing is like matching up well. It's just like in and out, throw this in, throw that out, you know, cut here, cut there. There's a whole lot going on with this situation. But basically production is out here telling us that they have to give us letters. They have to, you know, put things on the screen because they have not been able to film with Tamar. She is busy. She got things to do. She got to fly. She got to attend a concert. She has so much going on that baby, she don't really got time to film. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on with this situation? And Tamar's not giving them what they want, because David kind of doesn't want her to put everything out there because he wants to bring his family on the show. And so therefore having Goldie on the show is a problem because they don't want to be next to a witch, because they're calling Goldie, the dream worker, a witch, baby. I was like, Lord have mercy. David said that Tamar is easy prey. You know, she believes in people, she trusts in people, and people take advantage of her all the time. Is he one of them? Is he talking about himself? Yes, he does, Ralph. He likes them like that, baby. That's how he is doing it. She almost looked like Tamar with that hat on, if you want to be honest with the situation. She looks like a little bit of Tamar and a little bit of Keisha Cole with the hat and the sunglasses on. So it is what it is. So they get ready. They're at Tamar's house, setting up in the garage, getting ready to film and handle business and everything else like that. And guess what the situation is? Tamar's lawyer done called Michael. Michael is a dude with the white t-shirt on. He is, you know, in charge of production or whatever the case may be. And he was like, we got to get out of here immediately. We got to go. Tamar's lawyer said we need to vacate the premises and take all our shit out of her house. Tamar ain't no joke. Tamar ain't playing around with this situation. Tamar kicked him out. The black woman that was co-signing Michael, you know, when he was saying that, you know, Tamar need to go do the anger room and shit like that. And she was like, I don't want to be an angry black woman. And she's asking him all questions. He was like, I ain't got no answers. We got to go. So they really ain't really getting what they need or getting what they want from Tamar. Tamar is bringing them through hell and hot water. That's just the situation. That's just what it's going to be. Tamar is giving them what she thinks she wants to give them to as well. She done went to the doctors, got a script telling that she cannot work. Her voice is not working. She cannot sing right now. She cannot talk, and she needs her rest. So therefore, they got to vacate the premises. Ooh wee. Tamar ain't no joke. Tamar is upset because David's dog done poo-poo on the carpet. I was like, Lord have mercy. She calls David up, and he was like, well, Tamar, you know, the dog only pooped one time in my house, and I always take the dog out, and I walk the dog. You have to be very religious with your, you know, taking the dog out. And he's true about that, but he didn't even say, oh, I'm sorry my dog shitted in your house. I'm sorry. Hey, Melissa. But, you know, it is what it is with that situation. I was like, Lord have mercy. The dream work lady, she's trying to work with Tamar, but she ain't got no time to work with Tamar. Tamar traveling. She's busy. Everybody's around. She's trying to, you know, work with Tamar. Actually, Goldie has worked with a lot of celebrities, this and that too as well. And that's why she's been hired on to help Tamar get through this, because if you've seen Tamar, she breaks down a lot, where especially when the pressure's on, when it's time for her to perform. And Tamar says that she's afraid to sing in front of people, but she wasn't afraid to sing in front of that concert that was sold out. So is Tamar afraid of recording music in front of people? Maybe that's how they should put it, that Tamar gets frightened when she is recording music that is being recorded. She is afraid to do that in front of people. But she got on that stage and she was singing her ass off. She was doing what it do. And when she went over there to rehearsal, it was so much pressure for her too as well. It was just a lot going on. But she got the shit done. She knew how things supposed to be, how it's supposed to look. She was the boss. She was in charge of that. It looked like she's been doing that her whole life. Like it ain't a problem. It ain't a situation. And it ain't never been one. I was like, go ahead, Tamar. Do your thing, baby girl. She's trying. But Tamar is not easy to work with. So, if you work with Tamar, it might be a difficult situation, but it could be a blessing in the end of the day. But she is not easy, baby. We will bump heads all day. So we have Tracy husband meets up with David. David invited Tracy husband and Tracy to, Tamar's show, invited him to the birthday party. And David is trying to go behind Tamar's back and get her family together. And, he don't got permission to do this. Tamar might be happy. She might be upset about the situation, but he's nagging and he's basically really trying to play a role in the filming process. Too bad that he's a part of the problem with the filming, because we could have got a lot more energy from Tamar, but she's walking on eggshells filming, in my opinion, with David. It is what it is. And so, Tracy husband is like, basically, Tracy feels betrayed. She feels like her sisters don't believe in her. Her family don't believe in her. They don't believe in her motherhood. They don't believe in her marriage. They don't believe in her husband. They don't believe in her, period. So the problem is, David was like, so what was the situation? And, Tracy husband, like, the situation was, there was a contract and all their names was on it, and all Tracy had to do was sign it. But she said she couldn't sign it because she would have to abort the baby. She couldn't be a mother and all types of shit like that. He went down the road with that. So Tracy felt it in her soul not to sign it. So he has been there supporting Tracy. Tracy and Tamar basically are not getting along, point blank, period. And it makes sense. Tamar do not want her sisters or her mother speaking on her business or her private life. That's why they have not came out and addressed the situation with David. And David feels like he needs to bring the sisters together, because the family together, because he said in African culture, an African family, when people get together, they come together as a family. So her family's broken. I got to piece her family together so they can meet my family, because Africans don't do that. I was like, okay, all right, David, here we go with your judgmental ass and comparing people. But we watch, Real Housewives of Potomac, and Dr. Wendy basically says, and I think she's Nigerian too. Her husband's Nigerian. I know he's Nigerian. And her husband's family disowned him and her and their grandkids. So don't say it's all that. That's the situation. Hey, grown folks. I was like, Hey, Cross, what's going on? Tracy is the one who's been married the longest. So she must be doing something right. Amen. There you go, Ralph. You hit the hammer on the nail, straight up and down, for real. I don't think David is a bad to Tamar. What it is, what's her name? Miss Mona Scott was out here. Mona Scott and Tamar was sitting there saying David is a problem with the production and everything else like that. And he's also throwing out his opinion and his judgments and his beliefs on her, and she can't do that to him because he's not going to sacrifice anything for her, so she got to sacrifice for him. So how you going to come into her world? How you going to be on this show with her and tell her how to do it? She ain't telling you how to write checks. She ain't telling you how to be in a courtroom. She ain't telling you how to make your app. She ain't telling you about business and finance and all that other good stuff. You're coming into her world, distracting it and messing it all the way up in so many words, especially if David doesn't want to look bad upon. He doesn't want to look like he's a bad man. He doesn't want to look like, anything that to defame his character. And so therefore this was the worst show for him to get on reality TV. Like Wendy Williams said, he has a Harvard law degree too as well, and he has apps that he invented, and he's a multimillionaire too as well. But one thing is, you can have all the money and the success in the world, but people like fame, and that's why he's on the show, for fame, and also a little bit to support Tamar because they was in a relationship. But he quick and fast in a hurry got another woman the same week he broke up with Tamar. The same week he got somebody else up in the bed. So how is he a 100% Christian if he's out here doing what he doing? So it is what it is. So basically, Tracy and her husband ain't gonna be bothered with David or Tamar, and Tamar's family ain't here for Tamar. Tamar done burned that bridge, or she cut that bridge off. Wherever the case may be, Tamar said on TV tonight, even though it was filmed a while ago, that she don't really talk to her sisters at all. Only time she talks to them is when she is filming. Lord have mercy. That's why they didn't jump in and say nothing. So Tamar is getting ready, to get on stage, rich, baby. And she's so happy because she feels so confident and she feels so good about how she put together her rehearsal, because it cost her a lot of money to have the rehearsal and everything else in practice before she actually do her performance. Her show was sold out to as well, and she was a nervous wreck, but Goldie, helped calm her down. And so she's congratulating Goldie, like, yo, thank you, Goldie, blase and the third. And David sitting in the corner was like, I'm not really feeling Goldie like that. Tamar is very trusting to people, and people take advantage of Tamar and things like that. And so I don't know what this dream work and shit is all about, but I got to get into it and find out, because Tamar is very naive. So this is what he says about Tamar. And, he's not feeling how her relationship with Goldie is going, because it is type of a mental relationship where Tamar search her soul and inside herself to find her own answers to the situation. David thinks he's cute. I know he does. David been sneaking. He been sneaking. Yeah. Cross the dream maker. No, the dream worker, the dream maker, Goldie. It's like, Lord have mercy. I'm like, what's going on with that situation? Lord have mercy. It was like, So David's over here, like, he's actually trying to tell her what to do and how to do. This is her fucking show. This is her show. This is her shit. You don't know nothing about this part of life. You want to be a part of this life. That's why you on Instagram. That's why you on YouTube. That's why you've been going around doing a talk show with you and Tamar when you guys were cool and everything. You want the fame. You want the success. You want to be on camera. You say Vince can't be on camera. You said that if Vince come on camera, you are going to quit the show. So you acting like you the star. You acting like you the prima donna. Baby, you better back the F up. Hey, what's up, LSW, what's going on? We know Tamar's had issues. Yeah, she got issues from the floor up. Tamar is no peach. She is no angel. I don't even know how the producers, I don't know how these people are dealing with her, because she is a train wreck, and she's very rude too as well, and she don't respect people's time. She think people need to be waiting on her and everything else like that. But I guess that's how it be when you are spoiled and you've been a star. I don't know. I don't live that life. So Tamar's out here getting ready to pray. And then on top of that, with the dream work situation, she don't supposed to drink or have sex for 45 days. But we done seen Tamar take shots when she's supposed to be working on the dream work and not have any alcohol in her system. And the dream work lady Goldie has seen Tamar take shots. So Tamar is taking shots and she's getting good. She's getting the gushy for a real grown folks relationship. What did you say? I didn't okay, let me see what you're saying. Oh, what? He's on YouTube? I am missing. Yeah, he's on YouTube. Dream coach tapped into that suppressed energy. Things people don't talk about. Traumas. True self. Goldie is a therapist and a dream coach. And Gossip Girl 20, Maryjanetv is a nut. He's abusive and controlling narcissist. Lord have mercy. Cross, yes, Tamar has a lot of issues. You have to be careful who you let into your soul, baby. Amen. All day. Like, Lord have mercy. So she gets out there, she do her thing. I don't know about Tamar's outfits. I don't know if her outfits look dated. I don't know what's going on with the outfits that Tamar had on, but they look dated a little bit. I don't know. It just didn't look, the best. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look the best. So, she's on stage. She takes her wig off, baby, while she's on stage after she's done. I know how she feels, because when I used to wear wigs, I will forget I had a wig on my head and take it right the hell off. As soon as I get in the car, I'll take that wig off. Thank God I don't have to wear wigs. I don't wear wigs no more. Hey, April Morgan should go back with her family because because he used her. David stressed the hell out of this one. He stressed the whole staff. He stressed the staff out. It was like his way or no way. You ain't a star. We don't care about you. Only reason why we care about you now is because of all this publicity and all this drama and the things that happened to Tamar. We almost thought Tamar departed from this earth, and you was right next to her. You made the 911 call. You've been out here in these streets speaking up on her business and everything else. So you see how very comfortable David is in speaking on Tamar's business and speaking up for her, because, he ended up talking to Tracy's husband. But I'm not not going to say that that's wrong or right. You know, sometimes you have to make a judgment call, and he felt like maybe that'll be a good judgment call, because sometimes you want to surprise your significant other and bring a wounded relationship together. So it is what it is. I was just like, David really ain't feeling this DreamWorks shit. He's not feeling. He really thinks it's of the devil. So he calls Tamar. He goes, that lady is a witch. You know, that lady's going to get embarrassed on national TV if I talk to her. People might not work with her because I've been to Africa. You know, I'm from Lagos. And therefore, I done seen, you know, sacrifices with goats and everything else like that. People do a whole lot of shit in Hollywood. And on that point, David is not wrong on that aspect of the situation. But I don't think Goldie's a witch. But I don't know Goldie. I don't think she's a witch. I think she's really working from the inside of Tamar, some deep work. But, you know, I don't know who she is. She don't seem like a witch to me. You know what I mean? But witches come in all shapes, sizes, and forms. So it is what it is. But David does have a correct point when he says that what are you going to sacrifice? He said he's seen so many people in Africa sacrifice. You know, he saw it with his own eyes in the midst of the sacrifice and how people was under the control of voodoo. And he said, Tamar, you're going to lose your... Tamar, you're going to sacrifice your son. You're sacrificing your family. What are you going to sacrifice? And David was like, I don't want no part of it. My family don't want no part of Goldie. They don't want to be on TV next to a witch. And Blas ain't the third. And she was like, well, you don't know if your family actually feels that way. But we find out later on his family does really feel that way, because they told Mona Scott, you know, that they feel that way. They got a problem. So I was just like, Lord have mercy. So Tamar is arguing with David, and it's like it's always a situation. You got homeboy over here, Michael. He's been going through all types of situations. Now he's trying to hold down Goldie. Goldie's crying. They're telling Goldie, you need to change. You got on all black. You got the hat on. You look like a witch. Come and put on Tamar's robe. Do something to shoot. And Goldie was like, this is not what I do. I work with people. I don't work with their family. I don't work with everybody else. And she's feeling a certain type of way, but it actually seems like there was a breakthrough with Tamar, and she needed that help. You know what I mean? Tamar has been raised in the church, born in the church, baptized, full with the Holy Ghost and everything else like that, but she needed something else to help her too as well. Plus, Tamar's on medication too as well. What's up, virtuous woman? What's going on? I'm just like, It's just, so Goldie, they tell Goldie's about to walk in the room and everything, thinking everything's great, everything is kumbaya, and basically they're about to tell her she needs to take off what she got on because she's representing and she looks like a witch. I was just like, Lord. And Goldie's kind of like laughing it off, and then she started crying because David is like, yo, listen, her career could be destroyed. You know what I mean? She could lose her business, and Blas ain't a third. Do you want that to happen to her? I was like, shit, he is doing the most. But Goldie is part of the production. She's part of the person that's being motivating, you know, Tamar, and actually kind of like coaching her when she has these nervous breakdowns, when she has these anxiety attacks, and when she wants to, you know, just move away from the cameras, because Tamar is not that stable with having all these cameras and these people around. She just want to say, get the hell out my house and go. But Goldie, it's like I said, it seems like a group home and shit like that, you know. So, you know, she's on the phone with David. David ain't trying to hear a thing that she's saying. He is absolutely not going to deal with this situation, and he's not going to bring his family on TV, and they're not going to be on TV with a witch. I was just like, Lord. I was like, Lord, what's going on? And so Tamar was like, I can't tell him. I can't change his mind. He don't listen to me. I can't tell him what to do. You talk to him. And so Michael is all in the mix. He's the only one that could travel with Tamar when she went to do her performance and shit like that. So Michael's going through it, but he's making his bones. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So Michael, he ends up calling David. David, he was like, well, maybe you need to come and see this and talk to her and understand, because I think you actually got the wrong idea. It's not that type of situation. It's not anything with motive. There's no possession. There's none of that kind of stuff like that. And so David was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So I guess David went on the phone and he talked to Mona, and the Mona had to come through. Goldie right now, she was like, a witch? I've never been called a witch. You know, this my business is on the line. I work with so many stars, so many different actors and actresses. I've been an actor. I did all this stuff. Why is this man saying this to me? I don't deal with people like this. Hey, Christina, I don't deal with people's family like this. Hey, Gossip Girl 20. I was just like, Yes, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. So Goldie is just like, damn. And Tamar, wasn't that some shit when Tamar called, her crew? She calls her crew luggage. She calls, the people with the cameras, the makeup and everything. She's calling them luggage. I was like, Lord have mercy. And so she ends up talking to Todrick. And, Todrick, he be singing out here, Blasing the Third. He wants Tamar to come and perform, with him, perform 3 songs. She was like, okay, I will, but I got to bring my luggage. I was like, no, she is not calling, these people luggage. I was like, Lord. And so, didn't Todrick just do a song with Candy Burris too as well? So I was just like, So Mona basically, she got to get off that high chair. She got to get off she got to get up. She got to go make sure Tamar is okay. She got to put this shit back together. And basically she's telling Tamar, like, what's going on, Tamar? Like, what is happening? We're not getting everything that we need to get from you. We're not recording this. We're not recording that. What about your family? Have you talked to your family? Are they coming to David's event? No, they're not coming. Mona don't want to hear, no, they're not coming. Why are they not coming? Tamar's like, well, I don't really talk to them. I don't really see them only on camera. I invited them over for Thanksgiving. They ain't even coming. So she's not having that personal relationship and that support that she needs at this moment in time, especially when the situation went down with David, and, she went to the hospital and she was in a mental health facility too as well. She was like, it ain't like that. And so, freaking Mona was like, sometimes we got to cut some of our family members off. Sometimes we got to cut them off. It is what it is. And basically, Mona's like, we're not getting what we need from you. It's like there's always an issue. There's always something interrupted. There's always, there's always a problem. There's always a situation. You can't do this. You can't do that. And it's not you that's causing a problem. It's like you're letting people control your life again. You're letting people come in and make moves when it's supposed to just be about you and doing the dream work and working and showing your progress and your growth. But there's always a situation. There's always a problem. There's always something going on. And Tamar totally agreed. And she said she didn't want it like that too as well. And basically they're talking about David, that David's the problem. He's calling the shots like he's the star. He already got Vince not to be on the show. Now he doesn't want to be bothered with the dream work lady too as well. So, it's one of them situations, and Tamar is swallowing a hard pill that she's going to have to stand alone, baby. And maybe this relationship with David ain't the right relationship right now for her doing this stuff in Hollywood and actually putting her whole life out there and not holding back, because David has, other things going on in his life, and his family are very highbrow, allegedly, but yet he can sleep with this one and that one, be with this one and that one, and cohabitate and not be married, none of that. So he's already breaking, the rules, but he can break certain rules of Christianity, but not all of them. So it is what it is. I was like, Lord have mercy, help this situation. So, Miss Mona Scott, she's feeling a certain type of way. She was just up front. She was like, this is your business. This is your shit. And then so Goldie too as well. Goldie's like, every time we try to get some work done, there's always something happening. There's always something getting into the way. Whether you're with Logan, whether it's recording, whether it's this. And Tamar, she don't give a damn about your time. She'll make you wait 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Whenever she's ready, that's when she gonna get up and do what she need to do. And also, Mona is basically saying that, David told her that his family does not want to be a part of the dream work lady. They feel like it's voodoo. They feel like it's not of God, and that's just the situation, and they don't want to do it with her. But they're trying to get David to sit down and actually talk to Goldie and have a conversation with her. So basically, he can understand what Goldie's actually doing. And Mona was like, yo, this is sabotage. Do you know what's going on? This is sabotage. And she's not saying that Tamar is sabotaging, herself. She's saying David is sabotaging. But if you flip it over, you can say that this TV show is sabotaging. It sabotaged Tamar's relationship, but the things that we have heard come out about David and the things that he has said to Tamar, it doesn't seem like he is of Christian, because you don't threaten to take yourself out of here and then take your partner, because you don't supposed to do that. That's against that's against your religion to do that. So it is what it is. So basically right now, David is the scapegoat. They're saying that they're not able to get what they need from her because David is interfering in her business like he's her manager. You know what I mean? Like he's been on TV. And so Tamar has to make decisions. And also, Mona's saying that you need to talk to your family. We need to see the shit that's happening with your family, with your sister. You reaching out to them. You're talking. That shit needs to be filmed. And also you need to start working on the darkness so you can get to the light. We've been working on your career, been working on you doing all this other stuff, but let's work on the hurt of the pain of you and your family. So Tamar's basically called her mother out for going to TMZ and she didn't know about it. Her sister speaking on her situation. And so it's so much going on in that situation that is just crazy. So Tamar, it seems like at this point, Tamar didn't have the support of her family and she doesn't have the support in them now, because that's why I was asking the questions. Why ain't the family involved with the situation? So it is what it is. I was like, Lord have mercy, Tamar. But right now, David is out of her life and he has moved on, and hopefully she will move on too as well. And we'll see what progressed with Tamar, because supposedly she has this obligation, she already filmed this, and then she's going to be filming the Braxtons. So I don't know if she's going to be done with WeTV after that, or she's going to continue to have a relationship with WeTV. So we'll see what happens with that situation. So if anybody wants to call in and tell me your thoughts on David and Tamar in the show, make it quick, fast, in a hurry. The phone number should be on the screen. Tell me what's good. Tell me what's popping with you. I was just like, Lord have mercy. Yeah, sometimes you can't mix business with your family, especially if David has all these quirks and different things about him. They are colliding, and he ain't here for the shit, and it's either his way or no way, especially if he feels like anything that's going to embarrass his family or him, or go against his religion, or go against what his family beliefs is, he's not going to do it. So it seems like Tamar has to make these sacrifices in her career to keep David happy. What sacrifice is David making for Tamar? And that's the question. So if you guys want to call in, hit the phone lines up. Did you guys hear Bow Wow got a baby? He got a son. I was going to cover that story, but I didn't know it was true. But Bow Wow announced that he has a son. So Bow Weezy Shad Moss has 2 children now. He has the package. He has a daughter and the son too as well. And Tory Lanez then bring his punk ass on Instagram and do that live that Tory Lanez said he was going to tell his side of the story of what happened, because he disagrees with what Megan Thee Stallion said. I wanted to see what he was going to say, what he was going to pop off with, what was going to be the situation. He decided not to go. He aborted mission so far. So we going to see. Not the package. Libra. Bow Wow don't need no more kids. Well, he got another one. He got a boy, and that boy looked just like him. At first, the story actually broke like 2 weeks ago. Almost 3 weeks ago, but I didn't know if it was true or not. And so now Bow has came out and let us know that yes, he got a baby on the way. I mean, the baby's already been born, and I guess she's a model or IG model. She is somebody. Okay. Let's see, is this... Oh, yeah. All right, the data. I think the data was off. So, yes, if you tried to call in now. The data was off, baby. The data is on. It's on and popping. He was supposed to be... I know. He was supposed to do it on Instagram. That's what he said he was going to do it at. And he decided not to. Somebody advised him not to talk about the situation because, T.I. is putting the pressure on him. And also, now DJ Academics is putting the pressure on him because him and DJ Academics are bumping heads. At first, DJ Academics was here for Tory Lanez, but not no more, baby. Goldie. No tears from Goldie. There was fake tears. Goldie, I was like, Goldie's having a nervous breakdown. Lord have mercy. She looked like she was doing something over there. Goldie was like, this has never happened to me. I was like, Lord, you should have been able to rebuke that energy. I would have been gone. I would have been gone. I would have been out the window. I would have been gone. I don't got time for this. I have celebrity clients, but she's also on TV branding herself too as well, putting her name out there so more celebrities can work with her, because she did, name a few celebrities that she worked with while they were filming or trying to get casted on something. Goldie's fake. Tamar said she real. Tamar said that she was able to help her dig deep inside and get the information out. And unless Tamar's really going through something, she's playing these games with Goldie, I would think Tamar would be like, okay, get this lady up out of here. But Tamar's saying that she good, baby. Tamar says she's on point. She helps me. And she had an epiphany. And she had and she had an eye-opener moment. But there's a lot of people that do help with dreams, and basically you have to answer your own dream, because your dreams are only to you. So what Goldie's trying to do is coach Tamar to understand her dreams and actually work on that energy and deal with all that pent up anger and things like that. But she's doing it on a level of you doing it yourself, and she's not using by the book type of methods. She's using different, like, she's using, different stuff out here in these streets. I was just like, Goldie was like, I can't believe this. Goldie didn't get off the camera, though. Goldie stayed. If you were so worried about your business, you should have left. I would have been left. The producer, Jay White, when he sat there with his people for 12 hours, and then he tried to record with Tamar, and she wouldn't record, I would have been by Tamar. But I guess at the end of the day, if he actually can record this album with Tamar, he will make so much money too as well, because he's a Grammy Award producer out here in these streets. Jay White is very patient. I wish I could sing, because I will call him up. But but the real key is the people that are filming the show and working on the show. We need to talk to them. We need to talk to Michael Beck. He knows the tea, baby, because he's seen it from both sides. Lord have mercy. I don't know. I know, she already went on Fix My Life already. She already went on there. Well, it's a girl. It was one of the girls that, he was dipping and dabbing with. And he got her. He was dipping and dabbing out here in these streets. And I guess so now we know Bow be out. Bow be like he's with everybody, and he likes to have different women and things like that. So it seems like, Bow ain't out here using protection. That's what it seemed like. So now he got a baby boy. He got a baby boy. Yes, Bow Wow's out here in these streets. He ain't wrapping it up. I guess some he doing, some don't. But she's definitely Bow's type of woman that he always, end up with at the end of the day. Always. Bow don't be. And did you guys hear, Miss Ashley Darby come out and tell us that she cheated on Michael first? That she cheated first. So this is Bow and his baby. So yeah, Bow Wow is out here in the street. He got a son. I was like, Bow is not playing in these streets. He got him a son out here, and at first he didn't say anything about the situation, because this story is like a month old, but he hasn't confirmed it. And I don't know if it's true, because people be saying all types of stuff, and you never know if they're actually telling the truth or anything else like that. But Bow has confirmed that he does have a son. So I was like, okay, Bow. So him and Angela ain't gonna never get together. They ain't gonna never get together at all. Hey, Miss T, what's going on? I am so sorry. No, that's all right. He just dropped music, Miss T. I've been waiting. The reason why I'm late is because Tori is supposed to go live at 9 o'clock, and I was ready for that tea. And then he And then, he didn't go live, so he just dropped music. Oh, but you know what? With him doing that too as well, he ended up gaining 1 million new subscribers on Instagram. So basically, he said he was gonna go live, and it was supposed to be on Instagram. At least that's what I thought. And then so people was anticipating Tory Lanez to talk. He was at 9 million subscribers on Instagram, and then he jumped to 10 million within like 6 hours. He gained a whole million. So he's out here finessing too. He's out here finessing too. So he did that. I was like, I wanted to see what he gonna say. So I guess he decided not to say nothing. I was like, for real, is he gonna really speak? I was like, come on, you put all that information out there, talking about you sorry to your fans and everything else like that. This is Bow Wow's, children's mother right here. This is her right here. This is his son's mother, because now Bow has a son, baby. He has a son out here in these streets. So he ain't been wrapping it up. Yeah, Angela has a baby, but Bow got 2 now. So, but I was only joking with that situation because Angela Simmons is with the boxer now. She's with the $20 million year man now. She's with that boxer. And the boxer's pretty, he looks like a good guy, and he's a good father to his kid. He got a type. Yes, he does. He got only one type. Oh, Bow said that. You already know Bow got issues too as well. He's a child actor, a child star, a child entertainer. So you already know he got issue. Mona mad because David was throwing a wrench in her plans. Tamar was going to quit. Oh, thank you so much, Ralph. I appreciate you joining the membership. Oh, my throat is killing me. Thank you so much for joining the membership. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate it. So, yes, if you want to join the membership of the channel. I need to get more people to join so we can drop all this tea. So much going on. Oh, my God. Wait till you guys see what Lil' Kim said about Cardi B and the rest of the female rappers and what Lil' Kim is trying to do with her baby daddy. I can't, they're going to demonetize that video anyway if I put it out there. So therefore, I would like to upload it to the members. There's so many videos that I can't even put out there because they're going to demonetize or it's going to be a problem. And I would just put it at members only, Thank you guys so much. My throat is killing me. But I will say this about David. David is very controlling and he wanted shit his way. But even though we have that situation with him being controlling and acting like he's a prima donna, he's the star of the show, I think he might have helped Tamar out a little bit too as well, where she didn't give all that she could for this show too as well, because you can tell with all the black screens they keep putting up and shit like that. So he might have helped her, especially if she's not getting that bag like she's supposed to be getting that bag from WeTV. It's kind of, the situation is that the bags is crumbs and shit like that. So I believe that he didn't let Tamar totally go far off left end with the filming, because we know that they don't give a shit about Tamar in that way. Because it's reality TV, they need to get what they want. Like Mona said, we need to film it all. We need to get everything. You ain't letting us in. We want to see the situation with your sisters. We want to know what's up with your sisters. We want to see that whole debacle. We want to get all that. And I think, even though, he's throwing in religion, he's throwing in all that other shit and acting, but in the midst of him being an asshole, he also helped her too as well, in my opinion. Goldie must need them coins, because I would have been gone. I mean, especially like people that really believe in that type of power and spiritual work. Hey, what's up, Jane Doe? What they really do, money is not an object to them like that, because they are guided by other rules. They are guided by rules of the universe. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still got to eat. And sometimes the rules of the universe put you on a TV show, and basically you got to show that you can do it. And her breaking down and shit like that, like, I don't want my spiritual advisor or my dream worker to be crying and shit. Tamar was looking at her like, yo, Goldie, I can't do this shit right now. I know you crying. I know you upset. Just calm down. This is too much. Tamar ended up coaching Goldie at the end of the day when she was sitting there in front of the mirror. Mona came in there and earned all the executive producers credits that she could possibly earn, and flipped that time quick. Yes, she did. Yes, she came right through. Goldie's trying to quit. David ain't trying to hear this shit. Thank you so much, Ralph Esco. Please go check out Ralph Esco's channel. Go check out his YouTube channel. He got content. He's a good guy. He's well knowledgeable, and he's nice, and he's polite. And baby, he's very funny too as well. Thank you guys so much. But I was just like, Thank you guys. Last night I was on here wilding. I was acting a fool last night. Lord have mercy. I was acting a plumb fool last night. I was so angry last night. I'm still angry. And then reading like the post and shit like that. You know, much love to Breonna Taylor's family and her mother, that they you know, get justice. Something happens for that family, because it's really a slap in the face. You did, Tony? Tony, I was a mess last night. I was a mess. And a spiritual healer, and I would not have cried. I know. No, you don't cry. You don't. But she's a different type of spiritual healer. Spiritual healers are able to block that energy from even coming at them, and then, you know, block that energy, block all that from David, and just look at it as, you know, okay, he's a non-believer, you know what I mean? If somebody think this and that, okay, he thinks I'm a witch, I ain't no damn witch, that's it. And basically my work speaks for itself, because I had a breakthrough with Tamar. But like, she was breaking down, and she was doing she looked like Tamar looked. She looked like Tamar looked in the last episode, or all the other episodes, how Tamar was just, you know, out there, boo, baba, boo, baba, boo, boo, boo. You know, she was acting like that. Like, get it together, lady. You are the professional. You are in charge of the group home. What are you doing? It's funny, because WeTV must have doctors sleep in a airtight contract. Otherwise, I think she would have ran. You might be right. I forgot about that. You might be right, because Tamar couldn't get out of her contract. And David is a lawyer too as well. So he did. He told them they were selfish. David wasn't playing. He was like, I'm not changing anything. No, it's evil. I told you, I seen this. So he's just like, that lady is a witch. You are working with a witch. I was like, Lord. And so we're going to get to the part where, you know, David's going to sit down with his family. I think we're going to see Tracy. We might see Tracy or whatever. But that shit runs deep in that family. And if you watch the Braxton family, you know, show, that shit is awful. The way that they talk and treat each other, that shit is awful. I was like, Lord have mercy. Like, you wanted more from the Braxtons, because it's just bad. You were good last night, Mary Jane. I enjoy you did. I was acting up. I kind of like remember some of the shit that I said. I was like, oh Lord, I talked about police officers. Like, Lord have mercy. I talked about this so bad. I was going in. I want to be fair. Why people keep saying David is a lawyer? I thought he was a financial advisor. What made your coin? Well, allegedly, He had supposed to graduated from Harvard University with a law degree, and then he ended up having some type of app or some type of computer shit that ended up making money. And then I hear finance. Wendy says he has a law degree from Harvard. I heard David say he does finance. And then when I read about David, they said David invented something that's with computers, some type of app, some type of some shit. Blase the third, and he made a lot of money doing that too as well. But if you want all the information, David tells you on his YouTube channel. I don't think he hasn't went live yet, or he hasn't uploaded a video yet, but another one recently. So David is on the low with this situation. Well, he called the shots. He made sure that Vince wasn't on the show. I don't know. Is he gonna make the dream worker run away? Is she gonna stay? Is she gonna run it? Is she gonna stay? And maybe David has his doctorate. Oh yeah. Well, they just said he graduated from Harvard University, and law, so he has a law degree or whatever the case may be. But yeah. Well, David's chilling on the yachts. David is chilling. David done moved on, but he want his $30,000 from Tamar. With Tamar being a Pisces, they need reality. It is difficult based off what? Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with that family, because the shit that I seen was disgusting. Like, I watch Love and Hip Hop and all these other shows, but the way that these are sisters, the way that they act and talk and treat each other, and the backstabbing, that was disgusting. It was just sad, and I never really finished, watching it, because I was like, this is a damn right shame. All this, like, you finally see the Braxtons and you meet Tony Braxton family, and it was just horrible. Like the first season was okay, in my opinion, but then it just really just got way too much. It was like, you don't want to see the sisters fighting like that and dogging each other out. And, and I don't, it's a lot when it comes to that situation with how they were raised, with the mom being hurt and being in her pain and can't let go what happened to her. Then her kids, growing up in the church and, keep secrets, keep things quiet, don't say nothing. And Tamar being, it was just a whole lot going on. So I couldn't watch a lot. Even her and Vince's relationship looked not so good. The parents don't want to take accountability. Yep. Facts all day. Now I see why Tony don't want to. Tony? I was just so happy that I seen that Tony was always running. It was just too much because they on TV doing this shit. This shit ain't behind the scenes. This is on TV. But, like, it was just too much for me at that time. And I was just too much. Evelyn seems mean as heck. Lord have mercy. Yeah, the shit's crazy. So we're going to see what happened with the rest of this. I think they really got barely... I don't think they got a lot of footage from Tamar because they keep throwing these black screens up and giving us answers and, this is supposed to be a reality TV show. It's supposed to go straight through. And it seems like a whole lot is cut off because Tamar hasn't been really filming. She got a doctor's note and shit like that. And her lawyers called production and told them to get the hell off her property. Then she lost her voice. Then she's tired. There's so much going on with Tamar. We didn't get her to, we didn't see how we only really didn't even get a part of her recording. So I think Tamar didn't give them as much, but the situation that happened, well, we'll get to see more, but the situation that went down with Tamar and David, where she ended up going to the hospital and things like that, that really catapulted this show. If that didn't happen, I don't even think people wouldn't really be concerned about the situation. So from there, she went to the hospital. We thought that we was going to lose Tamar. And how it went down, the 911 call, and then with that situation, now we have David speaking for her, and then Tamar comes out, thank him, and then she says all this other stuff that she's going to reform reality TV, she's going to do better, she's going to own everything, and then boom, bada bing, David, we get the story, David is down there at the courthouse, basically want Tamar out of his house, and he wants a restraining order and everything else like that. So I was like, So all the shit happened outside that made it what it is now, because this show wouldn't have been that big, especially in July. This show was supposed to come out in July, wouldn't have been that big, so they pushed it back to now, to September. So the antics and the things and the tragic things that happened outside of filming is what really led to the show really taking off. Because if you see what we see, it's not really that much going on, but basically we're watching it to find out what really happened and what really went down between David. Is David a bad person? What is David false? What is Tamar false? What is production doing? Are they pushing? Yes, all that right there was too much for Tamar. Having them people in her house around the clock, she signed up to it, but even Mona warned her it was just too much. And if you have to have a life coach, a dream coach, a healer, they're on scene with her, that tells you that maybe they did too much too fast. And that's what Mona was saying. And Tamar said, I could do it, because Tamar at the time, she had the support of David. And David didn't really been on TV with her like that. So therefore now he's in the mix because he's filming with her, because her family ain't filming with her. And, they might come in, we might see them, but basically it was going to be just her alone. Like she said, it's just me by myself. I ain't got my sisters. I ain't got Vince. I can't get a nanny, and blase and a third. And so with that situation, David really was a support system for her. And it seems like they were kind of getting along, but the situation with Vince probably coming to the house, walking through the house. But in hindsight, Vince doing that, he's looking out for Logan. He don't know who this man is. And then on top of that, Vince said that he was going to send goons towards David a while ago, because this came out in the court documents and stuff like that. So they was having a little back and forth, but then they got cool. But it just went downhill from there. And sometimes shit happens, doors closes, relationship ends, for you to realize certain things, for you to move on. So Tamar has got a realization of her relationship with David, and they're just not compatible. David got a realization that Tamar is not for him. So it is what it is. But to find out who is actually, the bad person in the situation too as well, or who's at fault, is it just the TV show at fault? If the TV show wasn't here, would David and Tamar still be together? David is he's kind of like a prima donna. David to me is like a prima donna, in my opinion. He's like a prima donna. Like the way that he ran out that house and he was upset, and Logan's like, stay. And he jumps up and he runs out. He takes his bag like, oh, we supposed to chase you down. Oh, I'm making a big statement. He's acting like he's Tamar. Like, so there's so many. David's taking on Tamar behavior with temper tantrums and and being the diva. Then you got Goldie taking on Tamar's behaviors as far as crying, I can't do this, I'm gonna quit. Oh my God, how can he say this? There's like so much going on with this shit. Like, Lord have mercy. They can't be two divas. Ricky, it can't be. Melissa, hey Melissa, they wouldn't. Ricky, it's dead. Saying that this drama didn't start until filming happened, but this True Colors has, it's been revealed, baby. It is out there. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I really do appreciate you guys. Please join the channel. Please join the membership. Thank you, Ro, for joining. Please check out Ralph's YouTube channel. Please check out Norris, Tony YouTube channel too as well. Thank all the moderators for coming through and everybody else that's chilling in the chat. Thank you so much too as well. And thank the people in the bushes. I really do appreciate y'all coming through and showing and commenting and engaging with each other and engaging with me. I do appreciate it, baby. But sister gotta get some sleep. I gotta go to bed, baby. Okay, Doctor, is David good, or is Doctor is Goldie good? What's good? You the doctor. The nurse is not in the building. Sanders, she's the nurse. She's not in the building right now. What you think, Miss T? Who is the problem? Miss T said David is extra, baby. Hit the like button. Virtuous woman, thank you. Cross. People have many degrees they don't use. Amen. David's messed up. Oh, shit. Zorkta came through. I want to be fit. Get to feeling better and good night. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Goldie is fake. Lord have mercy. Is toxic behavior contagious? You might be right. Because they were all flipping out tonight. David is the problem, nor is Tony. Good night, Libra. Good night. Good night, everybody. You guys have a blessed, peace, and wonderful night. Goldie's putting on his show. Lord have mercy. Goldie's trying to get that corn, baby. It's quarantine. Thank you so much, Norris. I appreciate that. I just been running ragged all weekend. Like last weekend, like everybody came down. I had so much on my plate, and then so much craziness went on from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday's just been like, it's just been like a circus over here, and I'm just worn out. It's been like a circus at the crib, baby. Good night to you, LSW, Melissa. Good night, good night. I seriously been cracking up. Me too. Y'all are killing me. Some of the comments I can't read because y'all are roasted. All right, good night. Peace and blessings. I would say David is the problem. Tamar has issues before they got together. Amen to that. I agree, doctor. Goldie is fake. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are calling out Goldie. Y'all are calling out Goldie. She's just trying to help. Lord. Much love. Y'all are calling out Goldie. Goldie ain't got a shot in this chat. Good night.